My name is Kelsey Evans. I'm the Associate Director of Creative and Brand for the University of Denver's Advancement Department.
My name is Brad Fogel from the South Side of Chicago, and I produce live events for different brands throughout the U.S.
Hi, I'm Kate Nowak, and I'm the Executive Director for United Way of the Yampa Valley.
So my name is Sarah Delcourt, and I own Ambrosia Harvest. We own a functional mushroom farm and create tinctures and extracts out of that.
And we were looking for a company and chose Popart to film our campaign launch. It was called the Denver Difference, and it was to kind of launch the public phase of the biggest fundraising campaign the school has ever done.
We really had some problems with our past videos in that they were extremely lengthy, they weren't pointed, they didn't have a very strong message. And working with Popart, we found them to be very easy to work with. We found that we didn't have to give them a lot of direction, and they picked up with what we wanted to have as an end goal, and they carried through and delivered beautifully.
Content creation is really hard. Content creation is really hard, and having something that is filmed beautifully, that tells a story, that is compelling to watch, that doesn't look like I just held up my phone to represent my brand. We didn't know how to do any of that. So that was why we contacted Popart, and basically your company said, here's where you're missing, this is what we can do for you. And when we are cultivating a product, creating a product, trying to sell a product, we don't have time to do all of the marketing content creation.
Popart Films has really been able to, come with the equipment, come with the right people, come at the right budget. That's obviously always really important. But then also come to the editing room and do the post-production and get through the edits and really understand what we're going for. It's like a one-stop shop. So even though, we're working with Popart Films, I feel like I'm working with 2 or 3 different companies.
They were really willing to meet with us and work with us on creating a concept for the video that was so different than what anybody else was pitching. We knew that we were going to be able to get a video that was so unique and inspiring and that we could use for a long time, which I think is something you don't always get with an event recap video.
They were extremely happy and fun to work with. They were very organized and professional. They made the people on the other end of the camera feel very comfortable. We would highly recommend them, and we want to work with them again.
So when we came to Popart's studio and we sat around and had a 3.5-hour conversation about exactly what Ambrosia Harvest is, a little bit about mushrooms, about all of us, and got some just really beautiful imagery. So we just had an entire library of content to draw on so that we could deploy for a solid 6 months.
And Popart Films helped us from the ideation to the recap, basically capturing everything, coming in with drones, coming in with scripting, and all the editing. We actually won an award for that, an X Award, which is a pretty big deal in our industry. And I'm 90% sure the heavy lifting of why we won that award is because of the edits that Popart did for us.
The first meeting was really to get an idea of what our goals were with the video. And we wrote a script, and Popart had really great input on how to make our script more succinct and clear. And then there was the editing piece. And it was so well done that there was very little editing needed. We edited once, and we got a final product, and we're very happy with it.
We had ideas, we were part of the process, we were part of the questions and the script writing and things like that, but ultimately what it came down to was we didn't have to be the experts. That Popart was going to take control of all of this, and we just had to show up and answer questions and do what we do, and Popart was going to take the rest of it. And that was the biggest anxiety of all of it, was I have no idea what to do, and I didn't have to, which is great.
And then in kind of like final editing, we had a little bit of a hiccup where we had to reshuffle the story. And so it was just amazing working with them. And they were just like so open to our ideas and able to also bring their own thoughts into how to make that reshuffle work in a way that would still stick really close to our budget and also honestly improved the idea of the reshuffle.
Popart Films for a premiere Citadel. It's a spy show, international spy show, and we did a premiere right out in front of Amazon Prime Video. The client was also Amazon Prime Video. One take shot in front of 500 people in front of Amazon Studios. Everyone from Amazon Prime Video consumers all the way up to the CMO was there. Talent was there. Stanley Tucci was there, and some of the other characters from Citadel. And in one take, we had choreography, we had people falling off of buildings, we had explosions, people rappelling off of buildings, we had helicopters, the works. And Popart Films came to us with 5 different cameras, 2 of them being drones, and captured all of this action in 90 seconds, then edited together in just a few weeks. We also won some awards for that. We won a gold for the best production of the year.
We also used it for more than 35 workplace giving presentations. We used it for our donor parties. We used it in a number of different ways. It was really a versatile piece for us.
Popart really brought through who are we actually targeting, because if we are trying to target everybody, we're going to miss all of them. And so by following our ICPs, we were able to create content that was going to be applicable specifically to the people we were trying to talk to. And we didn't have to worry about falling into the imagery that so many mushroom brands actually have, which we were very much trying to avoid.
If you're wondering if you should work with Popart's films, the answer is yes. They're amazing at communications. They're so creative. They make videos like none that I've seen before. Extremely professional and just lovely people.
Someone called me asking if you should hire Popart Films. I would say there's really no reason to ask. I don't know why you're asking. I would definitely hire those guys. I laugh and smile because I will never use another content capturing company if I can help it. I have a lot of clients that have their own partners and own people who they feel comfortable with, and they won't use anybody else. I'm the same way. So that's it's a one-stop shop. It's where I go to get content that moves the needle.
It was worth every penny. And yeah, so if we didn't have them, I don't know, we might try to find somebody else locally, but it would be painful. Call me, I'll talk you into it. It's just a fabulous organization to work with. I think you'd be lucky to have Popart Films work with you and create the video of your choice. And I highly recommend them.
So my name, every single expectation that we have was met or exceeded by Popart. And it's not something that people are going to regret doing, particularly because our experience has been above and beyond by Popart. And the responsiveness and the communication and the customer service was just fantastic. And Popart makes great drinks. So, yeah. Cheers.